Yo guys, what is happening? Welcome back to Wobbly Games and welcome to another episode of the Minecraft Let's Build a City series on the modded world. I'm here in front of my my new mansion. My new house, kind of. Not really. But yeah, I did build another mansion. You know, I guess they're all sort of my mansions, so that's pretty boss. I have so many different mansions here. But I did go ahead and start working on this. I believe last episode we were working on the bookstore, right? Or was it the townhouse? I think it was the bookstore last episode. What I did with the bookstore was I actually went along and I added a couple more windows here. It was looking a little bit strange, so I went and did that. And then now you can see the books on the other side, which is cool too. It looks like little window displays. But no, the mansion that I was just in front of is right here behind the bookstore. And I want to go quickly show you guys that because I've been working on it. By the way, all of this is basically new terrain, all this mountain back here, which is cool. If we jump up here on the road, though, all the way up into the new mansion here, you can kind of see what it's all about. So walking this little area, it's not actually finished yet, but anyway, this will be an enclosed garage over here. And then when we come over here, there's a nice little entrance out onto this little patio, a little infinity pool here that kind of will look out over the whole town when the town is done. And then as well as this nice little corner area back here, maybe you could put a barbecue there or whatever. Then we've got this nice little big, you know, two-story high room, probably for a living room or whatever. Staircase up over here, entrance out onto a balcony right here, and then just a nice little upstairs area. I'll throw a couple bedrooms up here and call it a day. Anyway, so that's just a quick little mansion that I threw together up here in the hills, and I was thinking about what we should do today. Oh yeah, I also did a little bit more intersection work over here. I have some cool little like designs going on. And yeah, I might actually change this. I should just make this flat probably going this way and then just don't connect it directly with that thing there. Anyway, it's kind of cool as is, but I think I'm going to change that to just make it a regular flat one because that one's kind of looking a little bit weird. But yeah, of course, the city's still looking really good over in this area with all this development going on, and I want to continue that. So I think what we're going to do for today's episode is head up right here in the hills and start working on a house. In fact, I'm kind of thinking like right here would just be perfect. We'll just continue the whole line here of buildings. And that will give us a nice sort of line of houses up here as well. Let me just go ahead and get rid of this set error. I've been having a little bit of trouble with World Edit and a little bit of like a slower response time for some reason. Not sure what that's all about. One thing that I noticed is while I'm building these mountains, the sphere height or size is only 6 as a radius. Like, I can only use a 6-block radius for some reason, and I know in other videos people have done like 20-block radiuses and built bigger mansions much quicker. Or mansions, what am I saying? Mountains. So unfortunately, I'm not sure why I can't do that, but I guess it is what it is. Also, what was going on down there? Those were all turning black. Anyway, so I'm just going to continue building like this, but you know what else is a really cool thing I figured out? You could do /tree, and then you could do like large oak, and I've been building all these, oh, that's not how you do that. That's also not how you do that. There we go. I've been building all these by hand and, you know, doing the trick where you build up like 5 blocks beside the tree and then you plant it and bone meal it. But it turns out we could just do this and then we have a tree. So yeah, and they have this for every tree and it's just like a little placer tool. It's very fun though. Okay, let's build this mansion starting off here with a hedge fence. I want to try a different approach here with this build. I want to just start building without counting anything. Now this might turn out like a really bad idea. But I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to see what we can come up with here. And I'm just going to literally build out like this and see what happens. I'm not going to count out any blocks. And I just want to see if we could figure out a way to not only build quicker, but also just make things look good without necessarily having the same sort of 3 wide block patterns to go with. So this is what we're going to be going with. There's some even numbers, some odd numbers most likely. Let's see what works. So I probably want to put a garage in right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that leaves us with an additional spot right here. Maybe we could do like some sort of cool window. Anyway, I'm going to be switching up the design over here. We have a 2-wide window right here. And bam, that's already off to a pretty decent start. We'll go ahead and put a beam across here for the garage. Going to go ahead and actually just make this wall flat. What is terracotta? Bam, and then we need to do some exterior work here, of course. So maybe we start off here with a big window. I'll put another 3-wide window in here. And then maybe we can expand this to maybe have a little door. Then over here, I was thinking about doing like some sort of like little screened-in porch, if that's even possible. I think it would be. Not sure how we go about doing that, but I think we're going to give it a shot here. Okay, so that basically does it for the inside. I want to go ahead and add in some spruce planks now. I think we're going to just fake the garage out here and just make it this big because this is a relatively small house. In fact, I'll even open this up. Maybe we could put like a little bathroom in there or whatever. This is a relatively small house and, you know, we need to make it as efficient in terms of space use as possible. So we'll just do it like this. This might even be like a little laundry room with an entrance into the garage. In fact, I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, it's time for the next step of this entire build, which is to actually go ahead and put a basic roof on. I'm just going to go around and build like a really simple roof around the entire property. The reason why I want to do one with the roof is that we haven't done a lot of actual like roofs up here. A lot of these houses you'll notice are modern with flat roofs, except for this one down here and, you know, a couple of the other ones down the bottom, but most of them are flat roofs. So I want to go ahead and do like a very normal roof for this house. All right, and there we go. I've set up a pretty basic little roof for this house. Actually, I've decided that I want to actually try out using some panes as well, something that I don't usually do too often. But for all the windows, I think it'll just add a nice little layer of detail, especially since we have this one block off the ground. That's going to help, you know, from the panes connecting with anything inside, but it should also give it a nice little bit of detail, allowing us to do this design on this house. I'll throw some bricks in here into the room that I said was going to be the screened-in sort of room. Even if it wasn't quite like a screened-in room itself, we could at least make it look like a little porch, which I think would be nice. And then we'll go ahead and add in the windows for all of these other rooms as well. And bam, just like that, we have a pretty good-looking house with a cool little area that we could landscape out here. Put out some nice little fence posts here on the side, and I've also laid out the entire exterior bit here. Pretty far way down that this wall goes, but I think it's going to look okay. There we go. We got a nice little front lawn going here for this house, and now what I want to do is head into the backyard and do a little bit more landscaping over here. Okay, one last thing that I want to try here as a barrier, instead of the typical modern sort of stained glass I've been doing, is using these cobblestone walls to do the wall around the edge here, which I think will actually look really cool. And sure enough, yeah, it actually does. I think that looks great, and it looks like a little fortress up here in the hills. So I'm going to go ahead and add the front doors, a little patio, and then we should call it a day. Nice little front door there. I'll also go ahead and add in a nice garage. That's looking pretty good. I'll also do a little front driveway here. There we go, a nice little walkway into the front. Also still need to put in the front door. Place the glass in the garage just like that. And then we also got to just put a nice tree in the front. I set my shovel to a large oak tree, and I think we'll place it right here maybe. Hopefully that doesn't mess up anything too bad. Yeah, actually it looks pretty good. So there we go. We got a nice little house up here in the mountains, in the hills, whatever you want to call it, with a nice tree, of course. We've got this really cool little backyard area and a great view, obviously, from this property. I'm going to do a little bit more detailing down here, but that is a pretty special view. Yeah, definitely a cool one overall. We did something similar to this in the past with this brick house over here. A little bit more of a modern style to it for sure, and a little bit more strange looking. This one I think turned out looking really cool though, especially with that wall. So I'm very happy with how it turned out. If you guys did enjoy this video, please don't forget to go below. Leave a like, comment on the video. Let me know if you liked it. Give me any suggestions for builds that you want to see in the future. Hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I will see you guys all in the next one.